been a couple of weeks since I bought a pile of steel, and since then I've been kind of busy with it every couple of hours every evening. And well, the first two here in the middle, the easiest ones, they are set, done. They are encapsulated within this polystyrene stuff all the way up to the house there, and with concrete upon the wall below. These things never actually touch the masonry themselves. They are all encapsulated. No fasteners. They float. There's no reason for them to move, but should they want to move a little, they can do that. And then they will get covered with these shingles here. Just kind of like that. So then this is from here to there, ready for concrete. And then we come to the next two, next easiest. I slip this one in and that one. Okay, pretty easy. They're fitted, but they are not set. Then we come to the 6 big ones that I had to do. And there's my proof of one of those two. Anyway, these are all in, but they're all fitting a little bit lower than they should. I gotta pull every one of them out and do some kind of masonry repair or blocking or whatever. And then we come over to the other side here, and there's a last one to do. Number 9. I actually threw number 10 in earlier today, and I'm not sure if I'm happy with it, but there it is. Anyway, I made the slot here. Now, to do all these, make all these slots, boy, this has been a learning experience this past week. I've been working with some masonry tools. In particular, the hammer and a couple of chisels. What this is a steel Craftsman. I think it's a 20 ounce. I'm afraid to use anything heavier. And then I got a couple of chisels here. Now, this one, it's got this edge on it, and it's about 12 inches long, I'd say. And then I got this one, about 15 inches long, and it has just the tiniest little edge on it. And does it even... it's not a point. There is a bevel on it. And so between those two chisels and the hammer is what I'm doing the bulk of my work with. And what I need to do is swing this thing over to fit into this hole. So here's just a bit of what I've been doing this past week. I'm down to the last one, and boy, it's been a learning experience for me figuring out how to do this stuff. I got the grinder and the drill and those power tools, and boy, they make a lot of dust. But well, I find just these couple of crude hand tools can do the job just as quickly and easily and not create a terrible dust mess. And what I'm doing for measuring with the beam that I want to fit in here, well, here's a cutoff piece, not the entire thing, but the height. So I can check the height by putting this in, and I don't need to swing a big beam over. I just got my measuring tool. And then for the width, this brick just happens to be the exact same width as the beam that goes in here. So as long as that'll fit, the beam will. So there are my two measuring tools. And what do I have in? Yeah, we're going after. Boy, can we zoom in closer? There. We're gonna go after this thing here. Yeah, right there. I need to chop that out in order to swing the beam in. So, because I need this width. So, first I start with the, I found that just if one chisel doesn't work, try the other one. And the whole thing about holding the chisel now, that's been a learning experience. This past week, I only smacked my hand once. Right there. Ooh, boy, a glancing blow with the hammer. Because, well, when I am just smacking away on this stuff, I am going to miss every once in a while. And when I miss, boy, I do not want to hit my hand. Or if I do hit my hand, let it please not be too bad. And this one, wow, well, a few days later, it's still hurting, but it wasn't too bad. But so, if I were chiseling wood, I would be holding, if I were using a hammer at all, I'd be holding it kind of like this, and I wouldn't even be looking at the hammer. I would be looking at my work. Now, with the whole chiseling at brick thing, it's a whole different experience. Now, with brick, I decide, okay, where do I want to attack this thing? And today, we're just going to go with this thing right here. And now, instead of holding it like this, if I were to miss with my hammer, boy, is that in camera? All the way up there? No. Jesus Christ, we got to move this back. All right. Do a decent, we got to go to, geez, I'm sorry. I am an amateur at this. All right. So, what are we chiseling at here? That thing. And, all right. So, yeah. Now, when I'm chopping away at this thing, I don't want to have my hand like this, because if I do, well, wham! I may break my hand because, wow, I really got to hammer hard on these ancient Belgian bricks. These things are like steel. They're so darn hard chopping on them. And so, what I do is I figure out where I want to actually attack it, and then if I got a little groove up here where the mason, well, that's kind of a holding thing, and then I put my hand way down here like this, where if I were to hit it, whew, well, it would hurt, but it would be a glancing blow. And that's the whole idea here, is I don't want to get hurt, because right now, and then when I hold the hammer, I hold it like I mean it, right down on the frickin' end, so when I get my swing, I get maximum out of that. Just saying. So, here we go. How many hits will it take? After all that explanation. Yeah, got something. All right. Something crumbled. Go some more. And more. And then, if one chisel isn't working, let's try the other one. Now, this is the one with the real fine point on it, and I'm not even sure which direction it's pointing right now, but let's just see what it does. Just a couple of hits. I got a crack going in the back there already, so this thing ought to break away at some point. And the whole notion here is I want to get that big chunk of steel to fit in this hole and see what I got to. Okay, now I've managed to make some difference. Let's do this. Ah, there we go. And then never discount, just set the chisel aside and go at it with a hammer. See what that does. Ooh, wait. I think we're almost there. Okay. Wow. A little bit through here, maybe. Let's see what we can do. We're going to fit this chunk of steel in here. Okay, now what I need to do here with all my... Okay, and when I'm doing this chiseling, by the way, like with woodwork, did I say this already? My eye would be on the actual woodwork. Now, when I'm chiseling on a brick, I decide where I want to attack it. And I put this chisel on here, and I hold it just as carefully as I can. And I do not look at the work. I look at the end of this, because I'm swinging so darn hard. I do not want to hurt my hand. And then what I do is I listen, because if the chisel has done anything at all, there will be a difference in sound. So let's see. Oh, I see a crack emerging. Oh, see, I am prone to missing every now and then, so that's why that was nothing. Okay, a little hammer action, and I think at this point, now, I can just take this thing. Ooh, let's get the wide angle shot. We're going to swing this thing into place. That one. Let's see. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. I got all the pockets. That's the... so I'm still going to have to do more. It's got to be gone in deeper yet with that. And oh, okay. How do I get this thing in? Always want to be sure I don't hurt my fingers. Let's see, sliding. So far. Oh, so close. Now we back up this way a touch. And only keep my hand up here. Because anywhere else it might get crushed. Oh, no. This one's different. I got to go way over here. Ha-ha! That's number 10.